merriment.
Survival for expats.
In the concrete forest.
On Friday nights.
Hi guys, welcome back to You Can't Stay With Us weekly show where we
get wasted. We've been quite tentative. We've only had half a bottle of wine and this is the final part of the show. So if you want to play a drinking game, let us know. And if you would like to carry on with more Friday the 13th superstitions, let us know.
Spooky.
It's so. I wish you could see like the details on the mask though, because it's like with the weird eyebrows.
It's the creepiest thing. It's not. The thing is about the mask is that it's not like a zombie or anything. It's just like a creepily good-looking man. Like he's got the high cheekbones. It's like a Roman nose.
He looks like Michael from Jane the Virgin.
Yes. Anyway, you guys can't see it, so. And also, you guys probably don't watch Jane the Virgin, so.
It's a very good show. You should watch. New Jane the Virgin, a new Crazy Ex-Girlfriend comes out today.
Yes.
I'm going to watch in the morning.
Without me.
Yes.
Call me Mona Lisa.
Haha.
Okay, anyway, let's go on with our superstitions. This is our spooky Friday the 13th episode. We'll have another spooky Halloween episode in 2 weeks, so we're doing a lot of spooky stuff now.
In Argentina, never mix wine and watermelons as it's bad luck. It's an old wives' tale that means that someone will die soon. I just say they haven't had good sangria.
Watermelon sangria.
I think that sounds so good.
I've had water for a little while. America had it as their sangria of the month.
Ooh,
that's pretty good.
In New Zealand.
Oh God. Why is this? I thought we were going through the Asian stuff.
Oh, it was just one Asian thing. In Germany, you should never wish someone a happy birthday early. In general, Slotsbring was just a talk tune, but one German interviewed for a TV segment gave a more colourful consequences. Means you'd have blue children. Oh, that is very sad.
That's very cute. Blue children is
no, like dead babies.
Oh. I thought you meant like
blue dabbity dab
like Smurfs.
Yes, Smurf children would be very cute. Dead children, not so much.
Oh dear. Yeah, I think it's like to do with Germans' like obsession with like being on time and shit. I think that's the actual answer to that. Being precise.
In some parts of Africa, owls are symbols of bad luck.
I love owls.
And that's all the bad luck we have.
That's all we got. That's all we got, guys. That's all the superstitions we've got. I've got some shit to talk about. Non sequitur. I've got no transition for this. In the news this week, guys, we talked earlier about that guy who is not allowed into Hong Kong. We have also Donald Trump in Puerto Rico.
Don't you mean Puerto Rico?
So not only does Donald Trump show up to Puerto Rico and completely disrespect people who have lost their homes by throwing paper towels at them. Did you see? Like, so I was telling you, there's a very standard way that you see world leaders reacting to humanitarian disasters and relief way. So you describe the picture. The photo op you always see is.
Well, I saw the one of the Puerto Rican, not president, but the mayor or whatever, and he's in a boat giving out stuff, and it's usually very like. Of course it's all photo ops, of course it's all like, they don't do it because they really care, like they might do, but a lot of the time, let's be honest.
You care, but like, yes, they're not doing it out of the good of their
Yeah, they're like, this is a good photo op, let's give out things and hug children and, you know, whatever. And he's like, hey, losers!
And he was trekking into a crowd of people who have already lost so much of their dignity, they've lost their homes, they've lost blah, blah, blah. And he's just like checking in. Then he makes a speech where he says, thank God in Puerto Rico, unlike Hurricane Katrina, not that many people died. So I think 18 people was the death count for Puerto Rico. And he was like, yeah, unlike Hurricane Katrina, we had way more people die. It was like...
Not a contest, dude.
Cool. And then he was saying like how Puerto Rico was a drain on the resources of the American people. I don't know how many of you guys know this. Puerto Rico is part of the United States. They can vote in elections. They are part of the United States. So for the president to abandon them is ridiculous.
He is ridiculous.
He is ridiculous.
And I get sick of talking about him sometimes, like I don't even read the articles anymore. But then I hear stuff, I'm like, no, for goodness sake. Like, for goodness fucking sake.
Yeah, yeah, it was just like, as you were saying, like the whole Puerto Rico thing. So he was like, Puerto Rico is fantastic. I mean, Puerto Rico. And I was like, what do you have to gain from mocking these people? Like, they have just endured some horrific shit. But the best part of that whole speech was, Puerto Rico has the best weather. And you're just like, they just had a natural disaster. What is wrong with you? He's like, trust me, I love Puerto Rico. They have the best disasters. The guy's
He is ridiculous.
Complete idiot. Anyway,
but like, you kind of want to applaud him for his trolling. Like, as a fellow troll, Cassie.
I know.
You kind of want to be like, well, that was kind of brilliant.
So like, that's why I like Boris Johnson. So I don't know if you guys know this. Boris Johnson is the foreign secretary. And this guy is such a fucktard. Like, he's the dumbest dude. Did you hear what came out last week?
No.
So he was at some diplomatic meeting with, I can't remember who. I have a feeling it was Indian people, which makes this so much funnier. And he starts reciting this old colonial poem, which is basically like, oh, the wonders of the British Empire, and oh, and he was getting to the part where it's like exotic women throwing themselves all over, and like another man in the British government like interrupted him. He was like, that's enough of that. And the video's hilarious.
Oh my god, I want to see.
This Boris Johnson just waxing lyrical about the British Empire, and this,
it's like, wasn't it great?
And
when
this
we
age was like,
genocide?
and he was like, why not? Guy's such an idiot. My favourite Boris Johnson moment though was the London Olympics.
Oh, and he came in.
He came in on a zip wire waving 2 British flags and then got stuck. And he was just off there like, oh god, I get such a retard. See, that to me is amusing because you can tell he's actually kind of a funny person.
Yeah, and he like dances to the Spice Girls.
Yeah, like he's terrible, don't get me wrong. But he is also like actually like a comedian. Like he knows what he's doing. Yeah. He's not that like obviously the slip up with the British the colonial poem thing. But he like doesn't take himself seriously. I hate his politics, they're all trash and he sucks.
Yeah.
But
he does take the bike. And that is very good for London.
He did Boris bike, yeah. Boris bike. It's good for the environment since I'm on my whole obsession about the environment thing recently. Yeah, so at least like Boris Johnson's quite self-deprecating, whereas Donald Trump, I think he's just genuinely retarded. Like I think there's something wrong with him.
He has a few screws loose.
I agree. Anyway, so that was that bit that I wanted to discuss. But you're right though. I remember when we used to talk about Donald Trump non-stop on the show.
Because it was like he's always been ridiculous, but he's never been like the focal point. And then all of a sudden we're like, he's running for president. Let's talk about how ridiculous that is. And then he keeps going like, oh well, he's the president now, and this is kind of just everyday shit.
Yeah, it's just like why I don't watch like political commentary shows anymore, like The Daily Show or like Last Week Tonight, and I don't really watch this anymore because it's just Donald Trump, Donald Trump, Donald Trump.
Last Week Tonight isn't so much about...
no, not Last Week Tonight. I'm thinking about Daily
Samantha
Show
Bee.
and the Samantha Bee and... never mind. I really not remember his name. But yeah, it's just constantly the same shit and it does get to be tiring. It's like the comedians who said when Donald Trump became president, oh, comedy is going to be so much easier now. And it's like, it's not when it's reality. Like, you could be like, Donald Trump's dumb, and everyone's like, yeah. There's only so many jokes you can make, and it's just ridiculous. Anyway, my other one was the Harvey Weinstein allegations.
Oh, yes.
So, there are some ridiculous allegations. One of them, he asked this woman to sleep with him. She said no, and then he jacked off into a pot plant at a club. Like, what? And this is what's interesting about the Harvey Weinstein allegations. The same people, like Meryl Streep, will give Woody Allen a standing ovation. We all know Woody Allen is a fucking disgusting man.
Is he the guy that married his niece?
No, he married his adopted daughter. Yeah, it's fucked up. Anyway, we don't have even time to go into Woody Allen's fucked upness. There's a lot of shit he's done. So Meryl Streep will like give a round of applause to Woody Allen, but she will condemn Harvey Weinstein because Harvey Weinstein can no longer affect these people's careers. That's why fucking Matt Damon's come out. That's why, you know, all these people have come out.
Ben Affleck, not Matt Damon.
Matt Damon as well, though.
Oh, really?
So Matt Damon, there was some, because he didn't outright disavow it, and then later he was like, oh, I read up on it and I wouldn't wish this on my daughter. Men, why does it have to be
your daughter?
When you have to figure out how women feel about stuff, why do you only care when you think about how it's directly affecting?
Yeah, you're like, how does it affect my mother or my daughter? Like, why can't you just be like, oh, women go through this?
Women are people.
Yeah.
And it sucks. Like, that's the thing. Like, I hate women. A lot of the time, though, this is the thing. When you talk to men and they're saying some misogynist bullshit, right? And you say, well, what if somebody said that to your mother? And what if somebody said that to your daughter? And they'll immediately fuck it. That's the only way you can get them to turn around. If you're like, I'm offended by that, please don't talk to me like that. I don't give a fuck. It's only when you have, you know, you directly relate it to them. And that's like the arrogance of just like the male psyche, is that, you know, going on an anti-male.
Yeah, I agree. I 100% agree.
It is. They only care when it is directly affecting them, and that's what they were saying about this Harvey Weinstein thing. People knew about it for sure. Like,
oh yeah, the people have been like, oh, I had no idea. It's like, well,
yeah, you did know. Like
it's happened to enough people that you did know.
Yep, and it was like there were jokes made about it.
And
it's the same with the Bill Cosby thing. Like Hannibal Buress had a bit about it. Loads of people knew, and that people had jokes about it. Even 30 Rock had a joke about it.
No, there's the Jimmy Savile thing. The only person and anybody that tried to speak out got. So who's the guy from?
We only got 40 seconds. Quick.
The Sex Pistols. Johnny Rotten.
Yeah.
He said in a BBC interview, he was like, Jimmy Savile's a fucking scumbag. We all know what he's like. We all know what he did. And that got cut from the show. And then when Jimmy Savile died, it all came out. Johnny Rotten went on This Is Your Life. It's kind of like a autobiography type show. And Piers Morgan was like, you said this, and everybody ignored it. And the dude was like, yeah. And they played like the raw footage. And it was like, so this got cut. The BBC knew about it. Everybody knew about it. But nobody was doing anything because he made them money.
No.
And that's exactly what the thing is now.
Yep. Anyway, guys, on that rather depressing note, we're going to love you and leave you. Happy Friday. Have a good time. I've been Cassie.
Ali.
You can follow us on our Facebook page, facebook.com/you can't say with us HK.
If you like me personally, you can follow me on Instagram or Facebook, but Instagram's easier. It's instagram.com/Ali Bongo, or you can just tag. Who really does it on a desktop? ALYYBONGO. Woo! Bye! Love you.
經錯過我哋精彩嘅節目，而家上嚟呢個網址就可以訂閱晒我哋8大頻道，付費之後仲可以重溫晒所有精彩嘅節目。記得要訂閱我哋嘅 YouTube channel 同埋讚好我哋嘅 Facebook 專頁啊！